So it's goodbye Blighty, bonjour la France. Welcome to Little England.
My commute used to be 2.5 hours each way, up to 5 days a week. And now I open my eyes and I'm there.
This is Alex Crowe and his partner Claire, who sold their home in Brighton and moved to France 4 years ago, after Alex made the brave decision to give up his high-powered job in advertising and leave the rat race behind.
I felt my existence was to earn money to pay bills, and the bills were always going up and the money was always staying the same. So it was an increasingly stressful way of living.
Textile artist Claire spent much of her time raising their 2 young children alone, while Alex was busy at work.
Alex was out of the house. He was just gone. He wasn't there. He had very little time to actually spend with us as a family.
So Claire came up with an idea that could offer them a new, more stress-free way of living.
She said, why don't we just sell the house and buy a field? And I went, yeah. And that was it.
We wanted to become self-sufficient.
Yeah.
That was the driving force, really. But we looked all over England, and land prices, we just couldn't afford it.
With vast amounts of open space and relatively cheap land, France seemed like the ideal place for the family to settle.
I love the fact that we have so much space, and we're absolutely surrounded by nature.
Same population, but 5 times the size of England.
After only 2 days of looking, Claire and Alex found a 10-acre piece of land near the village of Lalande, where they could set up a business running a campsite.
We are realistic enough to know that you have to have some money. And so that's where the idea of having a yurt camp came from. A yurt is a nomadic dwelling. The design's been pretty much unchanged for the last 5,000 years.
Before we'd even bought any yurts or anything, we actually tried to find a yurt camp we could go and stay in. And every single yurt camp was sold out that year. And we just thought, okay, well then it must be a lucrative business.
But before they set up their camp for paying customers, the couple decided to wave goodbye to bricks and mortar and live in a yurt themselves.
We're currently living in 2 18-foot yurts that are joined together. It's got an interconnecting doorway so you can go through from one to the other. One yurt serves as a bedroom and the other one is a living, dining place.
Mum, no, there's no bird.
And their 2 children, India, who's 10, and 5-year-old Finn, seem to be enjoying the good life.
I think it's so normal for them to be living in a yurt that they don't see it as unusual in any way. And Finn will talk about, sometimes he calls a house a yurt.
It's all a far cry from the much more traditional life the family had back in Brighton.
I describe how we are, or how I am at the moment, as I've never been poorer or happier. And I think that's probably fair.
Yeah.
It's
all about finding your own peace and finding your place in the world, and that's what we found. We found our place in the world.
Later in the programme, we'll join Claire and Alex as they welcome some new visitors into their world.
Oh my God. They're tiny.
After waving goodbye to his stressful life in the UK, Alex Crowe, along with partner Claire and their 2 children, moved to the Dordogne 4 years ago. After setting up a yurt camp soon after arriving, they've had plenty to keep them busy, but they never lost sight of the main reason they moved to France.
The aim was always to be self-sufficient, and I wouldn't say that we're all the way there yet at all.
But we have chickens who, when they hatch, we eat the boy chickens and we keep the girl chickens for the next egg layers. We have guinea fowl that we're going to eat.
This year, first time.
This year.
And we have a large vegetable garden with quite a good variety of vegetables.
It's a world away from the life Alex and Claire left behind in Sussex. Now, one of Claire's daily jobs is tending to this large vegetable patch.
We've got broad beans, cauliflower, strawberries, onions, carrots, shallots, beetroot, tomatoes and courgettes. I mean, there's nothing as delicious as a freshly picked tomato or a freshly picked strawberry. There's no comparison at all. And that's if Finn doesn't get to them first.
Today, Alex is on his way to collect 2 new piglets from a friend's farm an hour away.
You can't describe the satisfaction that comes from eating the meat that you have raised yourself. You know everything that that animal has eaten, and we know that we've given them as happy an experience as they could possibly have had. Oh my God. They're tiny.
They might be small, but they're pretty damn quick.
You know I want you. Hey. This chap here. How about this, Ivan? I've got one. Good boy. Hey!
With his 2 piglets chosen, Alex makes a last-minute addition.
Good boy. Slight change of plan. We're going to go for 3, which would be a nice surprise for Claire when we get home.
Loaded up with the 3 little pigs, it's time for Alex to head home.
Hey. 3! Oh, they're cute. How old are they?
7 weeks. I've got a she. This is a she with a yellow tag. And 2 he's.
What do you think, India?
They're really cute.
There's one more than I imagined, although I did say to Alex, ask them if they've got another one, because I think 3's the perfect number for us.
With this being a true family venture, the kids come to help as Alex and Claire introduce the pigs to their new home.
They're small, but they're bloody heavy.
The last big push now.
All right.
And then we'll go over. You stop there.
I think all pigs should be raised in the woods. They're just totally, totally happy.
Later in the series, we join Claire and Alex as they get ready for their first paying guests of the season. But it's not going to be plain sailing, with an entire yurt still to be built before the arrival.